Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Okay guys, for this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to hoop shirts. I get so many questions on how to hoop shirts and how to hoop onesies and how I put the stabilizer in the shirts. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. So I'm going to hoop a onesie for you guys. This is a Cavio 12-month onesie. I'm going to hoop a onesie. And I will do a t-shirt. And this is a boys ARB Blanks 2T t-shirt. So for my t-shirts, I use the 8x9 Mighty Hoop. This is a magnetic hoop. So I use 8x9. I use this for sizes 18 months to pretty much size 12. That's what I use this for. I don't really do shirts bigger than 12, but that's what I use that for. For onesies, I use the 5x7 hoop. These came with the machine. So it's just 5x7, and I will show you guys how I do that. For all onesies, this is what I use. I don't use anything else but the 5x7 for onesies. Okay, so to start, I know a lot of you were wondering how I center my designs. How do I know if it's centered? Honestly, I've just been doing this for so long. I can tell when it's centered just by using the hoop. But for this video, I'm going to show you guys how to find your center point. So pretty much you will just fold the shirt in half and line everything up in half like this. And we were going to go and heat this on the heat press. So it'll find the center point by heating this. You can also use an iron if you don't have a heat press. So let me go ahead and show you guys how I do that. And it's going to be the same for the onesies. We're going to fold the onesie in half and go ahead and put it on the machine. So let's go do that. Okay, so this is the heat press. I use it as a swing arm heat press. I got this from US Cutter. So this is just magnets that'll hold this Teflon sheet in place so that I don't have to keep putting it on every time. So like I said, we fold the shirt in half. Make sure it's all lined up. And then we'll just heat it. Make sure it is even. Flatten it out so there's no wrinkles. And we are just going to heat it. 1, 2, 3. Now my heat press is at 315 degrees. So now that it is heated, we'll open it, and now you see there's a crease going down the middle. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the onesie. Fold it in half. Make sure everything is lined up. And we are going to heat it for 3 seconds again. 1, 2, 3. So there is the crease in the onesie. I know it's hard to see on white, but you can kind of see it there. Okay, so now that we have the creases in the shirts, we'll start with the onesie. We're going to go ahead and put the hoop inside of both, and I will show you that. So here is the onesie with the crease. I'm going to lay it flat. Undo the button, the snaps, and you put this in with this to the right. I know it might look opposite on the camera, but it's in my right hand. And you're just going to slide it in. Now I like to slide mine all the way to the top, right under where these ruffles are, because when you do put the top piece in, the design is not going to be up here. It'll start underneath, about maybe 1/4 inch under. So you don't want the design too low on the chest. So you put it in, and you can see that the ribbed edges, I don't know what they're really called, I forgot, I can't think of the name, but wow, I can't think of the name, but let's go with the edges. The seams are on the side, lined up evenly. And we will go ahead and put this on. And you just push it in as such. And you can see there's still a wrinkle in it. So you keep adjusting this, pushing them in so they're flush to each other. Now, I also will pull the bottom piece. So now that you don't see those big wrinkles that were here earlier, it's just a reflection now, but it is flush. And that is how I hoop the onesies. Here to show you that it is centered. It is centered. It is centered. And like I said, I like to put it right up to where the the ruffled neck, the collar, because like I said, it's not going to start stitching right here. It's going to stitch a little bit low, about right here. So you don't want it too low because then the design will be on their stomach and not on their chest. So that is how I hoop my onesies. Also, you guys wanted to know about the stabilizer, but we'll do all that together in one step. So the next piece is the t-shirt. So it's a 2T t-shirt. You can see the crease in the middle. Now, like I said, I use the Mighty Hoops 8x9. Always be careful not to clip your fingers with these. It's a little scary sometimes, especially in the beginning. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and slide this in. I don't know if you can see it, but you see there's two, let me see if it'll focus. There's two little screw holes on here, and the center point is in the middle of these. So you can make it as close to those as possible to the center. And like I said here, you can also look at the center on here. And the creases on the sides always end up directly on the side. So I make them exactly on the same piece, same side, even. So then I will go ahead and put the top piece on. So I'm going to go ahead and put the top piece on. I like to make sure it's nice and even, it's not crooked. Now again, like I said, I like to start all the way to the top of the collar. Now with these hoops, the warning goes up. Goes up, and you just throw it on, and it snaps into place. Now with these, I can show you guys the center line. I wonder if you can see it on there. You can kind of see it a little bit. So here's the center line. This dot and this dot shows the center. So you see it's pretty lined up evenly. So it is pretty centered. But what I like to do to make it tighter, because it's not that tight. It's hard to see because of the background, but it's really not that tight. Is turn it upside down, and I pull the bottom, only the top layer. I pull that to tighten it. One little pull, then I do each side to tighten the shirt. So I do that, and it is a lot tighter because it'll stitch out better. If it's too loose, your design will pucker. It will just look a hot mess. So that's how you get the best design. So now let's go ahead and see how I add the stabilizer, because I know a lot of you guys have that question. Okay, so this is the stabilizer that I use. It is the New Bro Thread, I think it's called New Bro Thread tearaway stabilizer. I use tearaway. A lot of people say for clothing you shouldn't use tearaway, you should use cutaway. But for me and with ARB blanks, this works perfectly fine. I do not like the stabilizer showing through on the other side like cutaway does after it's all done. I like it to be clean, fresh. You just don't see the whole paper design behind it, and it just looks bulky. I don't like all that. So I use the tearaway stabilizer. It fits the 5x7 hoops, fits all the hoops really. So I use the whole sheet for my Mighty Hoop, the 8x9, and when I do my onesies, I will cut this in half as such, fold it in half, the easiest way, because I can't cut straight. Just fold it in half, and then just cut. That's it. So I use one sheet. It goes just like this. It fits perfect size. So if it is just an applique number, I will use one piece. Now if it's a lot of stitching, I will go ahead and double it up and just use two pieces. Like a unicorn, something with just a lot of stitching, I will go ahead and double up just to be safe, especially on a onesie. On t-shirts, I always just use one because the t-shirts are a lot thicker than the onesies. So let me go ahead and show you guys how I put the stabilizer in the shirt, because I don't use any sprays at all. A lot of you guys ask me, how do I get it to stay? Literally, the first stitch goes straight to the stabilizer and it just stays because it ends up being right stitched onto the shirt. So let me go ahead and show you guys that. Okay, so here is the onesie, and I'm literally just going to slide it right on, right there to the hoops. Now, I could tell already that the shirt already went under the needle arm, so all you gotta do is pull it. And I like to stretch my shirts just to make sure it doesn't stitch through both edges, both sides pieces, both layers of the one. So before, this was in here like this, and this would have obviously stitched through both edges. This is why I pull it down. You pull it and stretch it a little bit, and this is where I'm gonna put my stabilizer. This is where I'm gonna put my stabilizer, right here, right on top. So let me go ahead and show that to you guys. Okay, so I'm literally just gonna slide. This is gonna get on my nerves because it keeps falling down, but I'm just gonna slide it right in, slide it right in, and that is literally it. Slide it right in, and like I said, I like to stretch it out to make sure it's not gonna stitch through both edges, and I can show you guys up close what it looks like. Okay, so here's the stabilizer piece, the hoop stabilizer piece, and like I said, here's the needle arm. So it's on top of the needle arm. So I don't use any spray. So how it works is literally when I start the stitching, it's gonna stitch straight through the shirt and the stabilizer. So it's gonna stitch straight through the shirt and the stabilizer. So that's how the stabilizer stays in place. It just starts stitching, so they get stuck. So that's how. I don't have to use any sprays, nothing to gunk up my needles. So that is how I do my onesies, and now let's go ahead and show you how I do my shirts. Let me go ahead and turn this machine on so we have better lighting. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put on the 8x9 shirt, 8x9 hoop, the mighty hoop, and this is a 2T t-shirt. So like the other machine, you just slide it straight on in, just like that. And always check to make sure that the shirt is open, it's not on top of the needle arm. So then let me get a piece of stabilizer. Here's my sheet of stabilizer, and again, I'm just sliding it straight in, sliding straight in. That's it. That is all. There's nothing. I don't do anything else but slide it straight in. The stitching will hold it, like I said. If I can get a better angle of this, I would. I just don't know how to get a better angle. Okay, so let's try this angle again. Okay, so the shirt is hooped. As you can see, there's the I call this needle arm. I don't know what it's really called. Probably it's called needle arm. That's the needle arm. The hoop is on top. And again, I'm going to slide the piece right underneath the hoop and on top of the needle arm. So just like that. See? Some thread inside, but just like that. And it sits right on top, and it'll get stuck just by the stitching. Guys, I almost forgot to show you this fabric. A lot of you guys wanted some of the fabric I use for my design. So here is some. I think these are super cute. They're glittery stripes, different colors. I have them listed on my website. I did a bundle for half a yard of each, so you get a few colors, and you can go ahead and do that. I think this will look good. Mermaids, watermelons, stuff like that. So go ahead, and flamingos, that'd be good too. So go ahead and purchase these at kidscustomdesigns.com. There's not that many. I know a lot of people are buying them, so go ahead and get it there. There's also different fabrics I put up there, so go ahead and purchase those. Okay guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope this helped you guys at least a little bit. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below in the comments, as well as any other video ideas you would like me to do, anything you have questions on. I'm more than happy to answer them for you guys. There'll also be a link to everything you've seen in this video down below. It's called my embroidery tutu supply list. It's all linked to Amazon, and you can get the stabilizer, any machinery, any tools you see in my videos will be on that list. Also, we have hit 16,000, so thank you guys so much. If you would like to see a video on my machines, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Subscribing costs you nothing, so go ahead and do that. Alright guys, bye!